Thank you for your time, this time, until next time. That used to be my sign off on the radio, and trust me, it drove the ladies crazy. I mean, all the ladies were lusting for me. All the fellas wanted to sound like me. And frankly, a couple of them probably were lusting for me too. It was a wonderful ego trip at that time to be walking through the mall and have people following you. That's Neville Waters. He's a DJ and he's cute. I was like really full of myself. Now, I was in college at the time and my parents insisted that I stay in school and graduate, which in retrospect turned out to be a pretty good thing because even though I was kind of a celebrity here as a big fish in a small pond, when I came back to Washington, I was like a guppy in the ocean. I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any connections. I couldn't work in any clubs. And so I needed to make some money. And I took the job that was the Uber driver of the 1980s, a substitute teacher. Let me tell you, that's hard work. You get called in the morning, you get the report to a school, you don't know the kids, you don't know where. It's basically like babysitting. The kids know you're only there for a day. I mean, it's hard work, but I needed the money. Well, I kept getting called back to one school in particular, and finally the principal came to me and said, you know, young man, I like you, and we have an opportunity here for a long-term sub. Long-term sub? I thought, man, this is perfect. I could have my own class, get my lesson plans. I'd be able to teach these kids and have discipline in the class. Yeah, and I'd be making some money. And he goes, you know, I'm looking at your transcript and I think you'd be a perfect fit because you got an A in biology and you're gonna be our middle school biology teacher. Yeah, so that A in biology, I kind of earned it in kind of a nuanced fashion. You know, maybe a little nefarious. Okay, I cheated. All right, I cheated. But what had happened was, my girlfriend at the time, her roommate was the TA, you know, the teaching assistant for the biology professor. So she had the answer key for the exams. Now, I had never cheated in my life, and I really felt bad about even thinking about, you know, not doing the work and like just looking at the answers. But you know, I had an overloaded schedule that semester. I mean, I had English, I had sociology, I had history, I had essentials of education. I mean, the biology class was just a core requirement. And really, why was I ever going to need biology, right? Until today. So, needless to say, I took the job and I would study a couple of chapters every night, stay ahead of the kids. I knew how to do lesson plans, so the kids never really got ahead of me, so I kept them on track. I had discipline in the class, and if things ever got out of hand, I kept a couple of pop quizzes in my back pocket just to, you know, slap them on the kids. You know, I got through that semester pretty successfully. I was pretty proud of myself. And Christmas time, the principal came to me and said, you know, young man, you've done a great job, but we've hired a biology teacher who's going to take over in the second semester. I really appreciate your effort. I was very happy too, because by that time I had made a couple of connections now. I was DJing in some clubs. I got a radio job. I mean, I was trending up. I got my Riz back. You know, things were really, really trending in the right direction. So I, you know, was pretty happy. You know, I was getting that ego gratification again. So a few years later, I find myself at a Popeyes. Love that chicken from Popeyes. And the young lady behind the counter goes, excuse me, are you Mr. Waters? I'm like, I kind of smirk because I'm like, yeah, Mr. Waters, yeah. That's a lot of respect she's giving me. You know, I know she must hear me on the radio, must be one of my groupies. And I'm like, yeah, I'm Neville Waters. And she goes, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's you. You were my 8th grade biology professor. And you so got me excited about biology. I'm now a pre-med major at the University of Wisconsin. And it's only because of you, and I never thought I'd see you again, and I've always wanted to say thank you. Oh my gosh, and here you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, you can imagine how I felt. I was humbled. I was feeling the gratification that is a reward for any teacher out there. And I also felt the power of that word, thank you. And truly, it was empowering to her as well. And I was truly left speechless. The only thing I could think of in my head was, thank you for your time. This time, until next time.